I did not get good news today. I've had a lot of sleepless nights. I'm not an overly religious man, but thought I'd walk over here. There's cross here, here, here. It's very peaceful. I did not get good news today. I didn't get bad news, but I didn't get good news. My next court hearing is the end of August, and unless a miracle happens, I'm here. I'm stuck. I'm not able to return home. Not the news that I wanted, but it's the news I'm gonna have to deal with. So.
I wonder what he was expecting, because why would you go around talking, freely talking, and you have a pending case? If you remember, we talked about it here, but we said if the attorney gave him the green light, advised him to continue talking, who are we? But it was so strange to see someone with a pending case talking freely. Even went ahead and re-uploaded the videos which he had privated. You remember the videos which resulted him in this situation? The same videos when he was taken in by the police, he privated the videos, and when he was released on bond, he went ahead and re-uploaded, and he was very overconfident, but if you watch him after yesterday's court appearance, you can see the difference.
I've had a lot of sleepless nights. Normally I hide behind my glasses. I'm not an overly religious man, but thought I'd walk over here. There's cross here, here, here. It's very peaceful. Little peaceful piece of land, but I did not get good news today. I didn't get bad news, but I didn't get good news. My next court hearing is the end of August, and unless a miracle happens, I'm here. I'm stuck. I'm not able to return home. A lot to digest. I thought in my mind I was heading home to see my wife and kids. It's not going to be that easy. This is going to be a tough, long battle that's going to be stretched out. I'm strong. It's not the news that I wanted, but it's the news I'm going to have to deal with. So, here in Trinidad, fighting for my freedom. I know a lot of people, a lot of media is out to get me with lies. Going to make me a stronger man. What more can I say? That is today's update. Bye for now.
He's now worried. I think he took it as a very light issue. But personally, I would not. Can you imagine being in a foreign land and being charged for charges like this? It's serious. It's not that simple. So today we'll be talking about yesterday's appearance, because it got worse for him. Because the other time, if you remember, he was given permission to fly out of the country as long as he appears in court yesterday. And something interesting that I just found out is that that time when he was released on bond, he was supposed to be appearing in the police station at least once a week, but the authorities were even fair, were very kind to him, and he was even allowed. That order was pulled down. He was no longer expected to appear in court weekly, because you know that can be too much. If you want to travel out the country, you still have to come back to appear at the police station, of course, to show that you're not escaping, just for them to keep track of you. And he was even given the passport, but this time around, it's not business as usual, because he was requested to submit his passport to the registrars, and it was not given back to him after the appearance. And of course, he requested for the passport because he wants to travel to see the family. But now, I think he was told to follow up with the attorneys. So I don't think this time around they'll be so lenient with him, because I think he misbehaved. Why would you go around announcing to each and everyone in the streets that I'm innocent, I cannot run away, I'll appear in court, this and that? You saw him even went on stage. You can imagine how the government can feel about that. It's like you're mocking the government. Of course, there must be reasons why it's getting worse for him after yesterday. So I think he really needed to be very humble and be very low-key. And of course, it's not easy, because it's not like when he appears on August, that will be the trial date. No, this thing might even take up to next year, because he will be required to appear in court on 23rd August. And that is not even the trial date. That is the time when maybe they'll discuss, maybe they'll be given the dates when the trial will happen. So you can just imagine. So it should take this thing seriously, because you can imagine that time you're wasting going to this country, making your appearance in court. Sometimes maybe you might be blocked from leaving the country. You can imagine. I think he needs to reevaluate, to recheck what he does in this time before the trial dates. So it's a lot. Let's talk about everything that happened yesterday, and of course some other developments, but it will be a very short video. So are you ready for this video? Because I am. Let's start. So welcome back, and welcome if this is your first time joining us. Thank you so much. I really appreciate your presence. Just stopping by and spending your time with us, it really means a lot. We really appreciate your time. And if this is your first time joining, or you've been watching and you've not subscribed, kindly consider subscribing over here, like the video over here, and most importantly, share your thoughts in the comment section. Let's know what you think. What you agree, disagree, name it. Feel free in the comment section. It can be a negative or positive comment. Just be respectful. That is it. Of course, I can never forget to appreciate my people. Thank you so much for watching the videos, sharing your thoughts in the comment section, liking the videos, turning the notification bell on, all the good things that you do. Just know that I really appreciate. If I don't thank you enough in the comment section, always know that you're really loved, you're really appreciated, and I see you. 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 Thank you so much for gracing the comment section, because if you don't check out the comment section, something that I always say, you're really missing out, because it's the real reaction. Some things I don't talk about it here, but when you go to the comment section, you'll get some exclusive content. Just check out the comment section. Trust me, you will like it. And of course, you can interact in the comment section. When I was just checking the comment section, one of you let me know that some of the gang members that Christmas List showed on one of these videos that resulted him in these situations were arrested. 25. And that is something that we'll talk about, because the pressure is getting worse for Christmas List, because you know what that means. You can imagine what those gang members think. They might think that they were set up by Christmas List. Let's get to the video, because we have a lot to talk about, and we cannot afford to waste time. As I said, Christmas List appeared yesterday in court, and before he appeared, he was ordered to submit the passport to the registrar. But now this is something that Christmas List came to clarify. Let's watch. Most of these supporters, after yesterday's outcome, they were asking him, why didn't you leave previously when you were given the permission to leave? And initially, Christmas List came out here to claim that he didn't have the passport. A lot of people thought that he was lying, because the outcome of the previous appearance was that he has been given the permission to leave the country. So Christmas List had to come out with this to clarify. And yeah, that is the case, by the way. He never picked the passport, because he had decided that he's not going back to Canada. So yesterday it was just an official communication that he should resubmit the passport. But if he didn't pick from the registrar, then it was it. But I understand him, because he could not live like that, because a lot of people were of the opinion that he should have ran. He should have left the country and never come back the previous time he was given the permission to leave. But now this is the issue. If he would have left and never came back to Trinidad, that would be something in his file that will never go away, and it would have made his life very difficult. Christmas List work is going, roaming around these countries, looking for something negative to talk about, to show. Just like cocogirl. But of course, I'll not talk about that today. But if you didn't watch the 2 previous videos, you can go and check it out, because cocogirl is doing too much in the UK. Initially, was looking for homeless black people. Black people were homeless in the UK. Very racist. Because why would you look for black people? Because she claimed that she was looking for homeless people. But when you watch that video, it was very specific. He was just going to the black people. And of course, it didn't sit well with most of our audience. And the next day, he was looking for Jamaican ghetto in London. What? Jamaicans, I saw you on the comment section. Of course, you were not happy about that, because why would you go and disgrace this country that you claim to come from? Because of course, that is something that is going on with the YouTubers. They're now claiming to come from Jamaica just for RPM, just for the payments, just for YouTube. Because in one of the videos I shared some facts about Jamaica in relation to how it pays the content made from Jamaica, or content viewed by Jamaicans. And that is something that I think a lot of people are taking advantage of Jamaica and Jamaicans. That is why cocogirl is out there. She's in London, but looking for Jamaicans. But now she's not even fair. Just look for Jamaicans, it's okay. But now you're claiming that the ghettos in London are occupied by Jamaicans. Very wrong. That is not nice. So let's go back to Christmas list. So as I said, that would not be something that Christmas list would pursue or would be advised to do. If you go like that, you run, you don't show up. That is something that will be on your name for the rest of your life. But of course, that does not mean that he's innocent. And that is something that we have to talk about now, today, because that is something that Christmas list always comes out here to talk. He will take it to the streets of Trinidad and Tobago, telling people that I'm innocent, I will fight for my name, this and that. But this time around, I didn't hear him say, after yesterday's appearance, because I think it sunk. It sunk on his brain that he's dealing with the government. He's dealing with TNT, because I think he underestimated Trinidad and Tobago. So, after yesterday's appearance, he requested to be granted permission to leave the country, because he said that he wants to go and see his family, but he was told to follow up with the attorneys. So that is what the attorneys are doing at the moment, trying to make that possible, because they'll have to bargain for that with the authorities, so that they can grant him the permission to leave TNT. Because how would you leave? And the passport is at the registrar. How would you leave? So that is something that he's waiting for. But I don't understand when he came out, when he came and said this. At some point he shared that when he woke up, preparing to appear in court, he was very nervous. And of course that was something that personally I didn't expect, because before that he was very overconfident, very arrogant on the streets of TNT. You'd think that he's the one deciding his fate. But of course he was very honest to share what he felt, and he's even honest at the moment to share how he feels, because he took it to this church. Is this a church or is it a cemetery? Because as you see there, he was pointing on these crosses. He claims to have gone to that place because it's peaceful. That is something. He should have gone to that place before he appeared in court yesterday, because he already did the damage. We don't know. We don't know what the prosecutor or what the prosecution has as evidence. We don't know what they have, and that is why I was telling you that it's so shocking to see him walking around talking, because you're just walking and you don't know what these people have against you. You don't know, because until 23rd July is when you will get to know the evidence the state has against him. Because apparently those were the discussions they had in court yesterday, because the prosecution has to get the evidence and of course share the evidence with the Christmas list attorney, so that they can prepare their objection, their case, their defense towards these charges. Because as you know, he's facing sedition charges, and something about this law is that for him to be found guilty, the prosecution should show that there was intention. Christmas list was intending to incite violence or disorder or name it. So, of course, considering that, you'll wonder why Christmas list is so confident, because if you watch those videos, I don't know if I can pull it here, but of course you can go and check. You can go and check it out on his YouTube channel, because of course, as I said, he re-uploaded. So if you check these videos, there was a point in one of the videos that one of the gang member was threatening, because these were the words Christmas list shared on that video. So guys, these are the people. They are very dangerous. You have to take care. And of course, one of the gang members spoke. So considering, just looking at the statements they made, of course we are not a judge, we are not the prosecutors, we don't know if the intention to incite will be found. But just just watching those videos and looking at sedition law, it's 50-50 or 60-40. So it was just interesting to watch him celebrating. And one of us shared in the comment section that Christmas list celebration was premature, very premature, and that is something that is happening, and that is happening now, because of course you can see that it's not easy for him. So something else that his attorney requested yesterday was his filming gear, camera, I think laptop, name it, the things that were taken away from Christmas list. The attorney was okay for the state or the prosecutors or the police to remain with the memory and just give Christmas list the camera, because of course if they keep the memory card, they still have the footage. But I think at this point they have anything that they want. So of course we'll get to know what will happen. I think he should just be careful, wait for the verdict, and from there stop these things of going around. And of course I don't find any problem, any issue with what he's doing, but of course there should be a balance. Show both sides of TNT. Don't just focus on this negative side. Why? Because that is what sells, and that is why you're doing that. It's nothing like you're helping this and that. No. Content, period. And I'm saying that because he has proven himself to be this way, because he was in Somalia throwing money at people. What is that? What is that if not racism? If not undermining a government? What is it? So of course he has this record, which when you take into consideration, you'll make this assumption. You'll make this allegation that he's not a good person. He doesn't do this with good intentions. He goes to Cuba, there are laws that are put in place. You're not allowed to fly a drone, but he went ahead and he was very aware of this. How would you feel bad? How would you take that from Christmas list? Very arrogant. He doesn't want to listen to anyone. He doesn't respect the countries that he visits. He also goes around showing kids without their parents' consent. What is that? If that is not undermining some citizens of some countries, that he likes roaming, gallivanting on these countries. Because as I always say, he doesn't do that where he comes from. So why do this in other countries? If not racism, if not undermining, belittling those people. Stop it. And for these reasons, it's so hard to feel bad for him. It's very hard. But of course, as I said, it's not about Chris. It's about so many people. He has a family. But I don't think he's learning, because you're arrested in Cuba, you're summoned in Somalia, but you still go on. But personally, I applaud Trinidad and Tobago. Personally. That might be controversial, but I applaud them. At least they made him know that not every black man's country can tolerates what he does. I think it's a step for these countries that he goes around disgracing, just the way cocogirl is doing in London, going around looking for Jamaicans. Who told you Jamaicans are suffering? Who told you Jamaicans are fit? Jamaicans don't deserve something better other than living in ghettos. That is something that I don't support about these two. And of course, when you talk about this, we don't generalize. Like in Kenya, it's very known for tourism. We have people from all over the world, from Canada, UK, Australia, name it. But they are very respectful. They'll visit a country, and they can also visit where Christmas list likes. Christmas list niche. They can do that, and they do that. But of course, there's always a balance. You can see they show the good side and the bad side. That is genuine. But this one, I don't agree with him, honestly. So let's wait and see what will happen on 23rd August. Let's wait and see if he'll be given the passport and granted the permission to leave the country. Let's wait and see. Because I don't think it's an easy thing. It's not I don't think it's a slight charge because, of course, as you said, if found guilty, you can pay 3,000 USD, which I don't think, personally, I don't think it's much for Christmas list. Even though he comes out here pretending that he doesn't have anything, and goes ahead and opens a GoFundMe for what? You want the same citizens to contribute to your mistakes while you're making money out of the same people, while you're making money off the same people. Yeah, because allegedly, this is allegedly, because allegedly he earns more than 20,000 USD, and you have the nerve to come and ask people to donate for your nonsense, for your mistakes, which you willingly, intentionally did, aware, you are very aware, you got what you were looking for. But once again, I'm not saying that I'm so happy, I'm looking forward for him to be found guilty or no, or something, no. I'm just saying that he should respect the countries that he visits, and he should also be very genuine on what he does. At the same time, respect the kids. Don't show them on your videos. They're young kids, for God's sake. They are still young. You can do that to adults because at least they have their own voice. They are mature. They can understand. Respect people. So that was it. Thank you so much for watching. And if you've not subscribed, kindly consider subscribing, like the video, turn the notification bell on so that you can be notified every time I upload a video. And most importantly, share your thoughts in the comment section. Let's interact as we always do. And once again, thank you so much for my people. Thank you so much for my people for always showing up. That was it for today. Until the next video, peace. Bye.